I've started doing hot yoga and I've noticed some changes after 5 classes. I'm noticing I have a lot more energy and I'm a lot less stressed out. I can relax more, and I'm also noticing I'm just like generally happier. And I think another thing is I found that it's really helpful because I live like right next to the fitness studio, so it makes it really easy to go down and get there within a few minutes, and I can just walk there. It's also, I've found, compared to other yoga classes, it has a lot more cardio and it works your full body more. Whereas I find other yoga classes is more about relaxing or stretching, but this one is really like heavy duty, hardcore exercising. It's called Oxygen Yoga, and their motto is "I love my life," which I think actually makes sense because the classes make you feel happier. Like, it honestly boosts your mood to be exercising regularly. And I've gone like every other day so far, and I find that's helpful. And another thing that's nice is they'll regularly text you like, "Hey, how's it going? Do you want us to book you another class?" Which I find is really good customer service and really helpful. And they also have mats there if you need to rent them, which is really nice as well. Overall, I find it compares pretty well with other fitness classes. I'd say I sweat a lot more compared to other fitness classes that aren't in heat. Whoops. So like I was saying, I sweat a lot more than other fitness classes that aren't in heat. And I'd also compare it to OrangeTheory in that there's a decent amount of cardio, but you can kind of choose to level down the cardio and just do steps instead of jumping, which is helpful because I'm kind of a beginner, or at least I have some experience in yoga studios in Ottawa, but I'm not in great shape right now. So I find it's really helpful, and I think overall it's just a good class to go to get some workout in. And I like that they use props. I find that's really helpful. And in terms of other yoga studios in Ottawa, I find it's comparable, but honestly, it's kind of nicer in a way because of the added cardio and the weights that they really focus on. Whereas other yoga studios, it's more about stretching, like I said. There's Yoga Town, which I've been to a few times, which I think is really good, and they also include some weights sometimes and some balance balls. But overall, most of their classes are just without that and not a lot of cardio. And then I also have tried Soul Speak Yoga, which was also pretty good. I don't remember there being any weights in that class or cardio really, but it was also pretty hot. Not as hot as Yoga Town. Yoga Town's really hot. And then I've also tried Movati, their yoga. Not as hot, so you don't sweat as much. Still a good workout, I find, but not as challenging as the other ones. And then what else have I tried? There was one more, Pranashanti. That one was more classic, like yoga. I find a lot of the teachers are more well trained, like it was more professional and less, I don't know how to put it, but more classic yoga and postures that I remember from learning yoga initially. Yeah, I'd say overall it's been a good experience at Oxygen Yoga, and I'm planning to get a membership after this free trial thing. And so that's $75 every 2 weeks, which is actually a pretty good deal, I find, because that's unlimited classes, and each class drop-in is like $27. So if you go, I guess, at least 3 times every 2 weeks, that's paying it off right there. I think it's a good deal, especially if you're going consistently. Hasn't helped that much with the weight loss, but I think ultimately it's more about food than it is about exercising. I really need to work on the nutrition side of things. And I think it's just a good time. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Thank you for listening to this whole video if you did.